If the ball goes this way, you catch it this way. If it goes this way, it's going to have a little spin on it and you catch it this way. Hello everybody and welcome to The Last Dance Weekly, Week 2. Here to talk about episodes 3 and 4, the Rodman episodes. Wow, I never knew that Rodman was the Rain Man of rebounding, the Goodwill Hunting of the post. Hearing Dennis Rodman talk about how he would catch a rebound was more confusing than taking turn-by-turn directions from my mother. Phil Jackson gets award for Hippie Coach of the Year. Definitely did acid while in the league, just goes to show you anything can slide. Who would have ever known that the main key to coaching Dennis Rodman was a Native American connection? Here on Last Dance Weekly, we would like to take a few seconds to do an in memoriam for another player who was killed doing what he loved. R.I.P. Craig Ehlo, in his career after that amazing, moment-defining shot Michael Jordan took on him. I can only imagine how his family felt watching that documentary, how his kids must feel waking up to a ghost every day. It's truly saddening, but gotta keep this show on rolling. Also, we want to talk about the highlights of this week, about the meme culture that is blowing up from The Last Dance. Meme culture is eating it up. We have Shady Jordan face, we got the Ron Harper gif. It is amazing. It is amazing. Truly hilarious content out there, and I'm enjoying it. Fumble of the week goes to Doug Collins for literally rejecting the man who would create the triangle offense, literally one of the championship defining formations in basketball. And he was just like, nah, none of that. Well, you don't have Jordan anymore. Pippen finally deciding to come back to the team after accepting the truth of his house slave wages that the Bulls were giving him. Luckily, it was in just enough time to give Dennis Rodman a break. What do you think that conversation was like with Jordan and Rodman after he busted in on that room? Am I right? Carmen Electra talking about how it was an occupational hazard to be Dennis Rodman's girlfriend, but I also think that it's an occupational hazard to be Carmen Electra. I truly think oftentimes we forget just how physical the league used to be back in the day. As you could clearly see from the WWE moves the Pistons put on Michael Jordan every time he touched that baseline. Another big highlight this week has to be the punches that Bill Laimbeer would land on some people. I promise you, it seemed like everyone was fueled with just the right amount of racism. The bad boy Pistons probably having the third highest defense in all of sports history as being rough and tough. The only others topping them are the 70s Raiders and the 85 Bears. A lot of people like to talk about Isaiah Thomas as a GM or as a coach, but honestly, let's talk about him possibly being a politician, as the way he tiptoed around walking out on the Chicago Bulls in that 91 finals game. All right, and that's it for me for this week. Make sure to tune in this week to episodes 5 and 6 of The Last Dance. And as you know, we'll be here to cover it all. All right, everybody, stay home, stay inside, and remember, play tight. Ball is life. All right, see you next week.